Welcome back to our 15th episode of SHAPEZ 2 in early access. This game is early access, but it's an amazing game. 98% positive on Steam. I mean, that's really amazing. There's very few games that are at this level. I've been having a blast with the game. I hope you are too. In the last episode, I showed you an amazing blueprint for crystallizing, and we use this blueprint to complete tasks 32, 33, and 34, the last few tasks that we had as bonus. But now we need to do two things in this episode. We want to get the final qualification by completing this milestone level 9, and we want to make sure we get well into the 1% of players, right? So let's actually start there, because we do have a couple of operators claim to be done to get us into the 1%. So let's go. We have one level here, one level there, and it is, we are in the 1%. Love it. But let's continue. Let's continue, see if we can make even more, especially for this last one. I mean, remember that for this milestone level 8, we're producing like 22,000 per minute. So yeah, a couple of minutes of me working on something and it can go quickly very high. Look at this. Oh my word. Can we get into the top 0.5%? I think we can by the end of the episode. So let's get cracking. We want to build both of these things, and we're going to want to build a lot of them. Just before we do that, let's delete all of these. We don't need them anymore, right? These are the tasks that I just showed you. So I'm just going to delete them for two reasons. The first one is it gives me back some platform units. Not that I'm low on platform unit, we do have quite a lot, but it does give me more to be ready for this one. And it is also to make sure that everything is clean. There is not things that I don't need. I just keep what I need. If you watch my previous episode, and by the way, if you want to watch any of those previous episodes, don't hesitate to check in the video description below for the full playlist. In the previous episode, I said, let's go crazy and increase from this one was 22,000 per minute. Let's move to 50,000 per minute, which, if my calculations are correct, that means I need to do basically 24 lines of this, 24 lines of that, then merge obviously into 24 lines of that. And that means we need actually 48 lines for the crystallizer blue, because crystallizer takes two lines of each of the solid. So yeah, that's gonna be pretty big. So let's get started. I did start it just before the beginning of this episode over here. I saw that there was a full circle over here, so there was some colors. So I'm starting to make some colors, but this is not gonna be enough, right? I mean, this is just 10 white. We need a lot more. I mean, we need 24, I just said. And we're gonna need then even more for all the others. So yeah, I think we're gonna need to continue, but you have the basic over here, right? Of we need to take one color, for example, this green, right? We're pumping a lot of green. We're gonna send this green with a train so that it doesn't cost us any platform units. It goes over here with another color, in this case the blue, to make this, I never know what to call that, sorry, but let's call it light blue. And as you can see, we have 6 pipes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 going into one of these, space pipe, because one space pipe is 10,800 times 12. 12 is the amount here, right? So 10,800. If you divide that by what you usually put into one, which is 1,800, this gives you exactly 6, right? That is perfect. Again, when I say 1,800, this is the limit of one of these, right? And then we have 12 of these, so each of them is 1/8, and you put 6 on it. So that way we have only one fluid loader here and only one pipe, so it's more compact. Send it all into this train, goes over here, and then merge or is mixed with 6 red, 3 red from here and 3 red from there. So we move from 6 to 12, right? 12 white. 12, this is not, you can't put it into one, right? Because remember, it's limited to 6. So that's why we have 2 now. We have 2, but that's not gonna be enough, because again, remember, I'm gonna need 24. So let's go continue. I'm gonna redo the same thing over here. So let's see. Blue, green, red, and there's more right there. So yeah, we can do the same of making, so we said, wait, actually I have made 12, so 24, that's perfect. I just need to double it, right? To do exactly the same second time. Let's try to make it a bit organized cleanly like this, yeah. So we can delete this one and up, and then you can go there, or this one you can go here. Okay, they all go into one. Then we need train. We can feed the train, the other way, right? The green is just there. I guess I don't really need the train, to be honest. Let's just Let's just not do a train for a change. I have so many units, it's fine. It's fine. So let's go again, 3. All right. We can again just go into the same pipe if we want to be very economical. So let's delete all of this and start like that. Yeah. Up, 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 up. Okay. So that should be a completely full pipe, completely full pipes of 3 and 3. So that means we need to put 3 mixers. This side. Yep. So let's go. Let's put them over here. 1, 2, and 3. You're going to go always. Yeah, that's fine. So up, and you're going in the middle. Up. Oh, what did I do? Sorry, my bad. My bad. Up. Actually, that means I made a mistake. I have several ways to fix that mistake. One way is like this. Another way could have been to just leave one more space. Well, that's fine. That's not too bad. That's still fairly organized. Okay, so this goes like this. And actually, sorry, again, made a mistake because it's old habits. But remember, we can put all 6 into 1. So that is perfect. And now we need to bring it to the red. So I guess it's more going the other way around. That's okay. Let's put it like this. We're going to need a stop. We're going to need a locomotive. Doesn't really matter the color because there's going to be nothing else on this with 1 liquid wagon. Okay. And then we bring this over here. Okay. Can bring it maybe somewhere there. We're going to want, in this case, not 3 red, but 6 red, right? To match what we've been creating now. But I don't think we can fit 6 over here. So I'll make it a bit more simpler and just fit 3 on this one. And then 3 on that. Ooh, can we fit 3 on this one? That's going to be a bit more tight. We may have to actually play it properly, meaning trying to cover every single tiles. Let's go. So 3, 3, and then we need 3 more. Yeah, no problem. Okay. And then I just need to connect these also there and there. Okay, please don't hesitate to ask me any question you may still have about the game. I don't think it's going to be the end. There is definitely, after milestone 9, there is actually another big milestone. This is also only the normal campaign. There is a very hard campaign, so please tell me in the comments below if you want to see that. We should do a series on it too. And this is only early access, right? So we may also get some great improvements soon. Okay, let's just connect that one there. Up, that way it's all on 1. And then a small train to limit again the amount of platform unit that we're using. In this case, let's use red to match the color. Okay. I know I could have made a blueprint for, you know, a simple train station like this, but honestly, it's pretty fast to build that, so I didn't. Okay, so let's bring it over here, and we can say it's gonna start there. So let's start putting now mixer, and in this case we're gonna need not 3, we're gonna need 6, right? So let's go. I mean 1, 2, 3, and then maybe 3 on top there. Okay, we're gonna need to bring that a bit further, but that's fine. These ones we can connect. Oops, sorry about that. Wrong shortcut. So this one we can connect directly. This one goes here. Okay. So that's some red, and then we're gonna need a bit more. Why is that not connected? Oh, okay, that makes sense. That makes sense. And this one is the wrong side. Okay. So let's fix that quickly. Okay, now it's connected. So we're gonna bring it over here. Let's actually stop there. Unload this one. That may be a bit tight. I may have to move it. We'll see in a sec. We do need another stop, otherwise the train will never stop. And yeah, I think this is a bit too tight. Sorry, let me just fix that. Where over here, yeah, that sounds a bit better. So reconnect here. Okay, and then pipe. So 1, 2, and 3. And now we just need to connect the other color, which I still don't know what to call. Maybe I'll learn in the next episode, if there's one. Okay, so we load with the train stop, and now we just need to connect. Not my most beautiful work of art, but it is very compact, as you can see. I kept it exactly where it was before. I didn't move it. And so with this, again, we're creating 12, right? 12, so let's merge them together. Basically, this is going to be the middle here, where we can have the train. So, no, wrong side, please. Up there. Merge them all together. Great, and same on this side. And then we just need a train, similar to the other train. Where is my train here? No, it's my white train. Yes, it is. So a white train that takes all of these white, and now we're gonna use this. So 12 here plus 12 there, that's 24. We need to bring them somewhere where we're gonna bring also 24 circles. So we have 6 there. We're gonna need to do that basically 4 times then, and then bring them somewhere. I guess maybe bring them in the middle here. We do have another one here. It's already blue, but we don't really care. We're just gonna paint it white. So let's see how many we can fit here. 1, 2, 3, very easy. 4. This one is basically easy too. 4, 5. Okay. There is one here. Okay, that's not too far. And either another. I mean, obviously you could also take, for example, something like this and merge it twice, or cut this, cut that, right? But here it is. We already have a full one, so let's just take. Oh, and that seems like a big one. I feel like we're gonna be able to fit many there. So maybe let's bring these ones to the other one. So we're gonna want, in this case, a pretty big train, which maybe we start there. So let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay. We're gonna need a stop, of course. We're gonna need locomotive. I'm gonna put red. I think 2. May not need 2, and just to be safe. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, a rail. And while we're at it, let's already, oops, send it. So we're gonna want to, I should actually just send it here where the white is and not have a white train. So we're gonna need to paint. So maybe we bring it over here. And we'll do the same for this train on the other side. And then we can have an exit train here. Okay, that's the idea. So let me just connect all of this, right? And I'll see you in a minute. Here's a couple of minutes later, and indeed there is quite a bit of trains, but remember the trains, they don't cost any platform units. So that's not the problem. And with this, we're making 50,000 of these guys, more than 50,000 actually, to be honest. So on this side, it starts where we have 3 lines of 12 of blue, 3 lines of 12 of green, right? So we make this light blue, goes into this train, right? Merge over here with red. And so with this, we are making now 12 line of white, right? This is the same thing we're doing. Where was it? Sorry, where was the white? Here, sorry, it's over here. And we also have 12 lines of white here. Then the idea is we need to bring a lot of the circles, right? So we're gonna have 12 lines of circles over here and 12 lines of circle over there. You can see this is a very similar layout, basically. Those 12 lines of each, they come with 6 at a time, right? Like, for example, here there are 6 circles coming with this train over here. We have now 6 circles also on, already there. And then if we look at the other one, we have 6 circles coming with this train here, so it's not too big. And then 6 circles coming with this train over there. So yeah, we have 24 circles, 24 white, and that means we have 24 white circles. But what do I mean by exactly 24, right? So it is 24 single lines, like this is a line, right? And these lines, they have 180 of speed per minute, right? The belt speed is 180 per minute. So we're already at 4,000, but then you also have 12 lanes in each, right? So that means 51,840. So almost 52,000. So yeah, I think that's gonna be pretty quick, to get to 5,000. The only thing why it takes a bit of time is because it's very far. Right? Look at this one, starts here, goes all the way here on this line, goes all the way there and then here, and you can see those trains actually are starting to come, and then it jumps there. So this is a very long train, right, of 12. Same here, a long train of 12. We may need more than 2, I don't know. We're gonna have to check this. Oh, but wait, I see, oh, it needs to be pinned up. Okay, my bad, sorry. So we did forget one step. We can make that step happen over here, right? Just this one there. So we need to push it up. So let's go up, up. So that's fine, and same on the other one here. All right, so it's actually exactly the same. We want this one. Let's make sure it's the right orientation. Okay, and we are missing here one. And why is this empty? Because the white hasn't arrived yet. The white paint? That's strange. That's strange. Yeah, this seems to be empty. Let me check. Where did I make a mistake? Here. What's the problem? It's full. All right, let's respawn. Let me check what's happening. Oh, I forgot to stop. Easy. Okay. Come on. So it is. So let's respawn because it's all full. Now we deliver. Okay. So that is going to start this guy, right? We just needed to pin it one level up. Sorry, my bad. Then we're gonna want to make that, right? So it's a diagonal of square and then crystallize red. So we need some square and we need a lot of red. And if possible, that also shouldn't be too far from these guys because we're gonna have to, merge it together and then put some blue. So I see a lot of red here. I actually also see this diagonal here already. So let me start working on this. So it is, I've also completed the second part of the milestone there, which was a diagonal in gray with red crystal in the other diagonal. So we're gonna be ready to then put them on top of each other. But first, let me show you how I did it. As you can see, we're expanding, milestone 8 is expanding. We used to have this part here, this part there, that was the white, right? This is still here, but now we have this whole piece over here. So, and you can see a lot of red, obviously, right? Because remember, we need double the amount of paint as the amount of solid that we have. So we're talking about 24 lines of solid. So that means 48 lines of paint. And when I say 48, to be clear, I don't mean 48 of these, right? I mean 48 times 3 of these, so that we have, this is one lane for me, right? Because this is how we get to 12. We have the 4 at the bottom, the 4 at level 1, and the 4 at level 2. So yeah, I mean, basically you're gonna see we have some here, red, we have a lot more red over here, over there, red, I'm sure there's more red, yeah, here, red. So all of this is red paint, right? Red paint that we're bringing to the diagonal to make some crystal, right? So the red paint, nothing special, it's just a lot of it, right? We bring it together, and remember, we're using the trick. We discovered that having actually, you can have 6 lanes in just one of these, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And there's actually one more coming here. So 6, and that is just one train. Then I do need actually many individual trains because it's going pretty far. It's going all the way here. This is where all of the red paint comes. We have 4 lines of 6, right? So this is 6, 6, 6, and 6. So that's going to make 24, right? And it's making the crystallization, right? This is my crystal blueprint over here, right? So we have 2 here, 2 there, and 2 there. That's 6. Then we do the same. So this is not going to be for 24, actually. Sorry, my bad. This is just going to be for 16. And then we're going to do the same over here next door, where it's actually split into 2. We have 6 over here and 6 there. So in total, it is 24. It is 24. And then we have actually this gigantic train there. It's a train of 24, 24 shape wagons. It takes 6 here, then it continues. It takes 6 more over there, and then when it arrives over here, it takes 12 more. And as you'll see in a second, this is all on the same train. The train stops here, and then it takes them over here. So yeah, this is basically the crystallization that happens there, right, with a lot of paint. And then we just need to make the diagonal before. So in this case over here, we have a a square, a full square. So we're cutting first in half. All right, this is what's happening with this first cutter here. Then we're gonna rotate them to be able to cut them again, so that now we have 1/4. Then we rotate, one of them so that it makes a diagonal when we stack them. So not too hard, it's just, it took me a bit of time to be honest, just because of how big it is. Because again, we have 12 here, we have 6 there, 6 there, and this one were slightly different, but we basically need to do the same thing. It's just the amount is slightly different. Because right here, you need to cut it once, so that you lose, the thing, like you cut this star, this 1/4 star. So here we have 1/4, here we have at the entrance, you can see this other half, so we need to cut it again. This one goes in the poubelle directly, and then the other ones are just merging together. And it's pretty similar for that one over here, where we're cutting half, and we have one that is in purple. We don't want purple, right? And we can't really paint in gray, so we have to throw the purple one, that's this over here, and then we get half and half again, and we can make a diagonal. So that's diagonal, and then the red I showed you, so we crystallize, and then it all goes into this train. And this train was starting over here and was going all the way. And then, yeah, the train continues all the way. You can see there's one over here, for example, goes all the way into the vortex. So now next, we need to merge both of these together, right, by stacking them. So we have all of the trains here. So we have the white trains. There is 12 here, right? We have 12 of the white circles on this side. See, we're putting a few more on it. Then it's going all the way here. You can follow it, goes all the way over here, and it delivers there. There it is also linked. You can see there is another rail. It's the other 12 which are coming from over here. So these 12s are gonna go deliver here versus the other 12 deliver at the bottom. Look, this is the train that delivers at the bottom, and this is the train that delivers at the top. Perfect. And then we're gonna need to start stacking. All right, so these are stacking my stacker blueprints. And by the way, again, if you missed it in previous episode, all of my blueprints are available for Patreon and YouTube supporters. So don't hesitate to become one if you want them for free. And it is the first train is leaving the station. So in 1 or 2 minutes, we should see some first one going down, and it should be a lot. It should be a lot. So how are we doing it? Well, actually it didn't take long, because we can just use the copy paste to move a bit what I wanted. Like basically I have switched this one, mirrored it so that it is now really this white circle on top, and we have the other one coming from the bottom. Right? We have one big train station over here, and by the way, as you can see, the auto saves are taking a bit longer these days. I think I'm starting to stretch the game a bit, but yeah, you can see over here, a big train station that is coming from all the way over here, right? So we have 4 of them for now, and that seems to be a good number because this is not full. This is not full. Maybe we need to add one more, given how long it is. This one, yeah, maybe one more, but that's it. So yeah, we're bringing all the way down, all the way over here to where we had the white. We're stacking, right? So I'm keeping 2 spaces in between. You don't actually need 2 spaces for all of them. If you want to make it more compact, you just actually need 2 spaces when you need to have this sort of tunnel coming back up, which is once every 2 things. So, you could basically make it slightly more compact, but this way it's a bit more kind of very symmetrical, right? So 24 here, 24 there, that makes 24 at the end. And here I wanted to show you that you don't actually need to put all of the train loaders next to each other. You can leave space like I did here to keep it straight, but if you do this, then I suggest that you put those filler wagon. So here it is. You see, 1 train was enough to deliver the 10,000 that we needed. But yes, so you put a shape wagon, of course, for this one and that one and that one. But in between, we can put these filler wagon, because this way they only cost 2 platform units instead of the 6 over here. So that's what's happening over here, right? We have basically this coming. And I just saw that this is not full. I mean, we may want to put a second one to keep up with, the production, but I don't think we need, that many, just because I've done so much research that one of these is so many, right? It's 1,000 for one package like this. So yeah, basically, if it's 1,000 for each package, that means it's what, 3,000 because there's 3 package times 24. So yeah, we're making a lot in one train. We're making a lot in one train. Okay, what's happening here? Up. So let's put a second just to make sure again that, yeah, because we're starting to get there. Look, oops, what's happening over here? My bad. Because the train is probably, yeah, see, it's still pretty far from the, where is it? Yeah, the vortex. Now, final one, we need 150,000. But more importantly, we're going to need a lot of blue because we need to crystallize in between the two with this blue. And that means we're going to need double the amount of what we're producing. We're producing 24, so we need 48 lines of blue. So yeah, I'm going to get started on this. And we're going to want to bring basically all of the blue over here, right? This is why I kept this space here. Like you may be wondering why I have this space there. This is the space I'm going to need to basically put the crystallizers. And so I don't have to move that at all. But that also means I'm going to need to bring all of the blue over here as soon as possible. So let's work on that. And done. It took a while, but look at this. We are bringing a lot of blue paint, and this is going into a lot of crystallizer all the way over there to create this new product over here, right? And me just show you that it is exactly what we need. That's the final product, and we're producing a lot of it, right? Going into these, and I have two trains that I haven't connected yet, so let's connect them together. We're gonna see that obviously they're gonna get full. And then of course I'll show you the train for the blue thing, by the way. Right, so look at how big this train is. This is crazy. And the autosave is also getting as big as those trains, by the way. It's gonna take a minute for the train to go all the way, right? Because it's gonna go there. Then it's taking the same line we used to have before. Let me actually clean this line up. So yeah, taking this same line all the way over here, over there, and then gonna jump into this vortex at some point. I mean, we'll see it there, right? But it's gonna take a while. Look at this train, super huge. It's going, we only have two there. And by the way, I don't think we have enough blue trains yet. As you can see, we do have a lot of blue, but it's not full here. And the one at the top here is not full either. But let's follow this blue line, which actually, strangely sort of starts next door. But it's gonna take a big way, because we're gonna need, as I said, a lot. We need 48 times 3 of these, right? So this is a lot of blue paint. We are using this trick of we are able to put 6 into 1, right? And the goal is basically to put 6 times, was it 8? Yeah, times 8. So that's why the trains are 8, but here we only have 1. Then this continues and it's gonna go to the next blue, the closest blue. I looked on the map and what is the closest is this one. Okay, so let's go. And at this point, we have one line that's going for the first, and we have what, 1, 2, 3 that's going for the second. Why 1 for the first? Because if we go back to our first one here, we only had 5. We have 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 4 and 5. Sorry, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Yes, so we have exactly, oh, and look at this, it is the first deliveries are coming. Love it. But yeah, we had 5 and we need 6, right? So that's why we have 1 over here, and then we're starting to do the second one, and then we continue. Look at this, this is going so fast. So we do the second one. Now for the first, we are full, so we don't need to deliver any. The second, we definitely need to deliver 3, basically. So 1, 2, and 3. And so then we can start the third wagons, right? With, what is it? 1, 2, 3 again, if I'm not mistaken. And then we continue to the next one. And as you can see, this is pretty big because just there's not that much blue next to each other. And the next one we continue. It's gonna finish number 4. And then we're gonna continue for number 5. And we'll continue for number 6, 7. All right, we continue, and yeah, that's the end. The last one is over here, and then we deliver here. But the problem is that then the train needs to come back all the way, right? So that is why even all of this train is not enough. To be honest, I know it's not enough. So first of all, I should clean this a bit. This is really dirty. Let's move them one back. Clean this up here. Okay, so one here, one there, one there. Okay, and then that way it's easier to just take one and boom. Now this is actually not very smart what I just did, because if I launch all of them at the same time, then this is not like sort of spread around on the rail. And that is, by the way, my main comment. Oh, we just finished already the milestone. But yeah, I was going to say this is my main comment where I'm not really happy with the train, is I feel like we should have at least a way to say wait until the train is full to move across, or some way to spread trains across, basically a lot easier. Because now the only way I have is to wait basically for this one to be a bit far, then I can send the next one, and wait again, then send the next one, wait again, send the next one. At least, you know, with the normal train, you know, ways. But here it is, ladies and gents, let's unlock the final qualification. We are certified. Congratulations, you passed the final qualification. Continue to improve your operator level to compete against other operators. With this, we gain again a couple of research points and platform limits. That is always useful, of course. But this is not the end of the game. There is still a couple of things for me to show you. First of all, in the operator level, let's see if we can get into the top 0.5%. Worldwide, right? We have, of course, we can gain quite a bit of points, I think, for this one now, because we're making 50,000 per minute, right? So we should be able to get to 50,000 pretty quickly. But we also have a couple of points there while I was, you know, doing this work here. Perfect. I mean, even this one, right? We're talking about 22,000 per minute. So should be able indeed to get quite far. And it is, we are in the top 0.32%. So definitely in the 1%, but even better than this. So I'm very happy. I think we did well. But you may have realized that there's two new ones that have been unlocked over here, right? So this is going to be randomized, meaning every level is going to change. So we can either build it manually, right? Which means that now I'm going to build a factory to do this one. And then as soon as I get to 1000, it's going to be something new. And so I'm going to have to rebuild completely the factory. That obviously doesn't make any sense. I mean, sure, you can do it, but it's not great. What you can do instead is make an make anything machine, which will require us to use the things we haven't used at all right now, the wires, right? Which is where you have logic and all those type of things. So if you want me to start building, you know, make anything machine to be able to do those two goals over here, please do tell me in the comments below. You know, if this current video over here gets, let's say, 10 likes and 10 comments asking me to do a make anything machine, then we'll do one together. Again, huge thanks to all of you for watching this series. I had tons of fun with it, and this is not the end. Remember, this is an early access game, so we may also come back to it when we have a big update. You can get all of the blueprints that I created. You know, you can find them over here. I created many for the cutter, the stacker, the rotation, painter, pushers, etc. We created many together during this series. So if you want all of them, they're available for all of my Patreon and YouTube supporters. And don't hesitate to check on the channel for all the other series we're currently doing. There's always at least one or two different games that we're covering